How's it going, everybody? Hope you guys are doing well. Today we're looking at the UMX F-27 FPV. And we're skipping all the indoor stuff, guys. We're just gonna go right ahead, unbox this thing and go fly it. You can see the old UMX F-27 right there on the left. Let's get the new one out of the box. All right, there it is. I've already got the radio set up from the online instructions, so I just need to bind it and then we'll go fly it. You can see it's pretty much exactly the same size, same shape as the old F-27, so it is really an F-27 UMX. The only difference is, of course, it now has FPV. They also got rid of the rudder control. You only have the elevons on this one. So you lose the rudder, but you gain the camera. This uses the same motor as the original, a 180 brushless outrunner, 3000 kV, same servos. And there you can see the servos on the original F-27Q for the rudder control. And on the FPV version, you just have the two servos. Also on the original F-27Q, there was a small nose wheel in the front. And on the FPV version, no wheel. There's that camera guy sitting right in the front. It's got a plastic piece around it, so it's actually fairly solid. Still, I wouldn't want to nose this thing straight into the ground. And up front there is the video transmitter, 150 milliamp, and it's got a whip antenna tucked right into the front of the fuselage. All right, so there's no trouble binding it to the DX18. It worked on the first time, and that 282 cell pack fits nice and snug right there in the fuselage. And you don't need to set the wing up as an elevon wing when you do your setup. They don't tell you to do that. Just leave it as a normal wing and it'll set up just fine. So don't worry about that. Don't touch the wing setup. So this does have AS3X and safe. Right now that's AS3X mode and the elevon is in a flat position. If I put it into safe, it elevates slightly. That helps with the hand launches so that the plane will climb out and not nosedive. And there you can tell that it's in safe because it's trying to self-level. So that's the way to launch it. Makes it much easier. And then once you're flying, go into AS3X. So let me get the Dominator V2s out and we'll go for a flight. All right, guys, ready to go. I'm gonna launch it in safe and then go into AS3X once I have it in the air. It's a little breezy, so I think it's gonna be a little bumpy. Not gonna do anything too crazy. We'll just fly it around, see how it does for a first flight, see how the video camera performs. Let's get in the air. All right, and it is bumpy. Goggles are down. We're still in safe, and so the turns are kind of wide. And I'll go into normal AS3X in a second here. All right, AS3X mode. And I'm just gonna fly around, check out this camera. Not do anything too crazy because of the wind. And it's the first flight, I don't want to kill the plane. Timer's set for 5 minutes, that's what's recommended. I'll probably land it at 4. And let's go full throttle right here. Into the wind. This is wide open. Pretty good camera. I'm going to back off on it. We'll glide it for a second. Not bad. Hit the coals. Pretty solid little wing. It flies just like the F-27Q, I think, minus the rudders, of course. You don't have that, but I don't want to do those crazy spins, FPV anyway. And I'm not going to do any crazy proximity stuff just because it's new. I don't want to wreck it, but what the heck. That's about all I'm going to do. And there's some wind right there. It's really fighting it over here. I'll go up over the hill here. So far, this transmitter has pretty good range as far as video. Even though it's tucked in the fuselage there with that whip antenna. It's not bad. You can see a burn spot on the hill over there. And there's Mount Diablo. I'll come back around. See if I can bring it down towards the stationary camera on the ground here. There we go. Climbs pretty quick into that bumpy stuff. Back out over the school. Yeah, it's a little windy for this guy right now. I want to try this on a nice calm morning where where you can really just kind of groove around and not fight the wind so much. But it really flies well. It stops on a dime when you roll it. Try a little inverted. Not bad. Just holding a little bit of down pressure there. Got the throttle again. Full throttle. I like it, it's good. You know, it's a good flying model to begin with, the F-27Q. And adding a camera, not a bad idea. You do want to be a little careful with it in the nose there. It does have some protection, but you know, if you plow it in hard enough, you're probably going to damage it. But yeah, I want to try it when it's a little less bumpy. I'm just gliding right now. Yeah, it almost stops when it goes into that headwind. You can almost just park it. It's definitely windy up there today. It's around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so kind of peak wind time here. And you can tell. But, you know, it's a fast little wing, so it penetrates it well. And there I'm at 4 minutes, so I'll bring it down and land it. It's kind of like a mini Theory W in a way, UMX version. Yeah, right there is when it hits that headwind and really can slow down into it. So definitely easy 4 minutes, so I don't doubt it could go 5. Just bring it down here into the grass. There we go. All right, we're back in one piece. This little servo protector cover came loose on that landing. That's the only thing though, everything else is fine. All right, well there it is. First fly of the UMX F-27 FPV. And you know, first thoughts on this thing, pretty much I'd say it just flies how I expected it to fly. If you have a Striker F-27Q, you know how that flies. This is the same thing except sticking a camera in the nose and then getting rid of those rudders. So, you know, it's fast for a UMX model. It's not blazing fast, but it gets the job done. The wind was definitely bouncing it around a bit, but the AS3X, of course, always helps with that. I definitely want to fly it on a calmer day where I can get a little bit lower and see what it can really do. But pretty much as I expected, and that's fun. It's a good little model. I like the FPV on it. The range was definitely very good. No issues with that at all. So I think you're going to be able to fly it pretty much as far as you'd want to fly something like this. Anyway, guys, any questions or comments, please post below. There'll be more videos of this one, I'm sure, maybe in the vlog. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.